everyone, this is Alma coming to you from Huntington Beach, California. I almost said Long Beach, force of habit, but welcome. Um, this is my FlossTube channel. It'll be my 101st video since I started this channel. So yeah, welcome as always. Welcome back to all my current viewers and subscribers, and thank you as always for your continuing support. Special welcome to anybody that's visiting for the first time. I hope that you like what you see today, you find a reason to stay, subscribe, and continue to follow me on my stitching journey. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody's staying safe and sound. Everything's good here. We're definitely on vacation mode now. Just been doing all of the stitching. Took care of some things around the house from the move that we just put off because we didn't have the time to deal with them then. But now that we have the time, I went ahead and took care of them. So it just feels good, you know, just taking off a ton of things off a list. And yeah, I've just been stitching like crazy. So I'm a little early. I don't normally film on Thursdays, but decided, you know, I had the house to myself, so I wanted to take advantage of it. Because I also don't know what my weekend's gonna look like, so I just said I'll just get the video out of the way. I will go ahead and announce the giveaway winner as I promised a little further down the line. But for now, let's get to the stitching. And this is in no particular order, but I do have cover photos. So one of the things that I have picked up this week, actually yesterday, I started stitching on this yesterday, is my Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler from Fox and Rabbit Designs. There we go. And this is a 2020 sampler, friends and family. I started this late. I started this in September. It was well underway when I got started. I was just on the fence with it. So it took me a bit. Plus, that's just how I am with those samplers. I think the only mystery sampler where I was just sold from the very beginning, and I bought it on principle, was the Haunted Library style, which I haven't even started yet. But regardless, this one I just kind of wanted to see where it went before I committed to buying it and starting it. So this is where we're at. This is the equivalent of the January section and like 3/4 of the February section. So this will be one of the pieces that I focus on this month. I want to finish the February section and the March, if possible, or just one more section. I may go in order of release date. I may just go just ones adjacent to what I've already stitched. I don't know. But I do want to finish it one more month in addition to the one that I'm currently at. Because I've had this for a long time and it was just sitting and gathering dust. So I was happy to take it out, and hopefully it'll keep. This is going to be coming to work with me now. I officially just decided to take a break from Chopper because it was a lot of the same stitching. So speaking of which, I can go ahead and show him to you. And in case we need to look at the image again, this is the piece that I'm talking about. Ooh, glare, sorry. There we go. I'm trying to like get my face out of the shot too. This is Chopper. The Etsy shop that I got it from is called Be Cute Today. And this one again was my travel project for quite some time, and he'll come back in the fall, because it is just really easy to stitch on him. but for at least now for the summer, I'm just gonna go ahead and give him a break. From the last time I showed him to you, I just kept going. Focus. Okay, I'll just leave it. It's fine. I just kept going with the half stitches here. It wasn't too much effort. So yeah, so not that much improvement since the last video. The school that I work at has finals week next week. So odds are I won't be getting to stitch. I just decided to go ahead and stop stitching because I'm not gonna get to stitch finals week. I usually just proctor the exam, so I'm actually like walking around. I'm that one person that makes everybody nervous. I try not to. For the most part, I do try to stay in like a corner. But I'm like supposed to be looking out and making sure that nobody's cheating. Because there has been some cheaters, unfortunately. Which is the only reason why I do it. I'm gonna put him here. But yeah, all that to say is I didn't think I was going to get to stitch on him anyway, so I just decided to make the switch and keep going with the friends and family sampler. So another piece that I stitched on this last week is my moon charmer. I finally got to bring her back out again after like 2 or 3 months of not stitching on her. This is my Heaven and Earth Designs chart by Amy Stewart. And originally I had the goal of stitching 2,000 stitches every month. But again, it's been a few months since I brought her back out. So I kind of like let go of that goal. I was like, it may not happen. However, in this last month alone, I was able to add 5,800 stitches, which is insane. So I'm going to hope that you can see some. So this is where we're at so far. Just kind of pull it up. Hopefully, oops, you can see stuff in frame. I'll go ahead and fold it in a second. Because most, if not all of the stitching was done in this lower half here. There we go. I went ahead and, let me see if I can, there we go. So I was working with the blues. I was just doing all the blues that are kind of hidden here in between the tree and her. So I was filling in those gaps and kind of making my way back and forth up and down the tree. And then ultimately I said, okay, it's probably time to get back to the black. Back to black. So a vast majority of the 5,000 stitches was done in black. But yeah, so that looks like something. Wow. But I was really happy with the long weekend, or around the long weekend, I was able to hit 1,000 stitches that day, for 3 days. So there were 3 days when I stitched like 1,000 stitches. So the remaining like 2,800 was just spread out somewhere in between. But yeah, I think I'm at like 28 or 29% now, which is great. My goal was to do 33% by the end of the year. And I've come to the point where I think if I were to go back to stitching on this on a monthly basis, I would need to do 1,600 stitches as opposed to 2,000 stitches. Which, because again, I just powered through. I just powered through this last month. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do. I may I may just go ahead and do another burst again, and try to see how much more I can do and see if I can get that 33%. She's my backup. She's my backup whip for when my friend Sammy from Sammy J Stitches. She likes to pick. She picks categories for us every month. And if there's ever a category that we're not entirely thrilled with, we have the option of using like a backup project to replace that with. So I tend to use her for those. So I also don't know if I need her for backup is the thing. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I do want to hit 33%, so I'll have to see. I feel like I will go ahead and try to hit that 33% this summer so I can focus on other stuff. But yeah, the 5 categories that she picked this month are Sal, so that's why I've picked up Friends and Family. We're also stitching on a pattern that was released in the year 2022 or 2023. Yeah. So I picked my Scarlet Witch pattern, the Tilton Crafts piece. That, again, I think it was my New Year, New Start this year. It's this one. So you'll see her coming up shortly. And then we also, so that's the style, the 2023. We also have a I can just look. Actually, I don't know why I'm struggling here. Oh, animals. Animals. So for that one, Sarah from our Stitching Kingdom and we are starting something new. I was gonna leave this for later because I wanted to do a haul, but I'll just go ahead and show you guys now. I'm on that tangent. I saw this pattern from Atomic Tiki Pins. She was having a sale. I think it was like a Mother's Day sale or something. Was it Mother's Day? I'm not sure. Point being is she had a 25% off sale, which Laurel let us know. She kindly let us know. I happened to mention that I was looking at the pattern, and Sarah said that she's been eyeing that pattern for quite some time, so we both just dived right in and bought the pattern. And when you buy that specific pattern, she provides you with 2 versions. She gives you the traditional version or just stitch with DMC, but she also has a beads conversion. And of course, we decided to go big or go home. And I got the beads. I got all the pretties. And the glare's not gonna work with me today, so I guess I'll just have to wait until until I stitch with this. But like, look at all those colors! I'm so excited. And we're stitching it on Black Ida. So that's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited to start this. So we looked it up, and I think, let me see. The actual Electrical Parade premiered or debuted on June 17th. June 17th, I don't know what year, but we decided to go ahead and pick that day for our start day. So I may go ahead, because that falls on a Saturday, so I may go ahead and just hold off on filming until I have that started so I can show you something. But that's my last start, I guess, for this year, at least last planned start, especially because, you know, these guys weren't cheap. So, like, okay, I need to stop. So yeah, so that was one category. We also have, oh, that's right. We also had a pattern that we haven't stitched on this year in 2023. So the thing about those categories is if that gets pulled like, January or February, it's pretty much, anybody's game. But the further we get into the year, the more that actually matters. But I decided to use my Amsterdam piece for that one, which you may or may not remember because I started it, put in like 200 stitches in it, and that's it. Never picked it back up. So that's the fourth category, and the last categories are seasonal. Seasonal pattern, so I'll be pulling up my Change of Seasons 2 from Mystic Stitch Incorporated, which apparently went out of business. I did not know this until I tried going back and looking for that pattern again. So yeah, that was surprising, but I think it did happen during the height of COVID though. So yeah, I think that, yeah, so those are the categories. So that's gonna be coming up this month. I showed you Moon Charmer, I showed you Friends and Family, I showed you Chopper. So the last whip that I stitched on, kind of, I've been on a kick with this apparently, kind of took it out again. It's my Moira Blackburn sampler. This is 3 Things sampler. We had a long weekend here in the United States last weekend, so me and my boyfriend went to visit a friend of ours. We just kind of hung out for the day. So while they played video games, I stitched. I went ahead and stitched. We had a grand old time. And so yeah, so this is what we're looking like. I think I've added maybe another 400 stitches since the last time I showed it to you. Let me see if I can fold this so I can look at what I'm showing you. I keep forgetting how I do this. Okay. It'll do. It's been kind of cloudy lately. Anyway, since the last time I showed it to you, I added these 2 letters. I added the L and the M. And I also added the actual flower pots to my flowers so that they're not just hovering in midair. I mean, I guess they're still hovering in midair, but you get the point. And then I kept going with the vine on the outer border or inner border. I guess this is the outer one. Anyway, yeah, this was just an easy whipped, well, relatively easy whip to stitch on. Like I mentioned in my last video, it's just since it is the light fabric and the 14 count size fabric, it's easy to see the squares. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get the goal is to just go ahead and finish this entire section at the top. So I pretty much have this to go, which isn't too bad now that I look at it. All things considered, I may go ahead and make this a priority this summer too, so I can get that out of the way. So that was one thing I told myself, is this year wasn't going to be too much about finishing projects as it was to just making progress on my projects. So yeah, I think that those are all the projects that I stitched on so far. I did start stitching on Portrait of Veronica again, but I only have like I don't have too much to show you, so I'll just wait until the next video to show you. Yeah, so the last order of business is the giveaway from my last video. I want to say first and foremost thank you to everybody that participated, and again thank you everybody for your support. The entire reason why I had the big giveaway in the first place is you know, to commemorate 100 videos, so thank you for making that happen. So as I mentioned in the last video, the keyword was hummingbird. So I have the YouTube comment picker, and let me just, oh, this is just gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, copy paste the link. And okay, pick a winner. And okay, so congratulations to Jennifer Ellis. Jennifer, focus, there we go, Jennifer Ellis. And she says, congratulations on 100 videos. I can't believe it's been over 3 years already. Same. I've enjoyed your videos from the beginning. I'm always impressed by how much stitching you manage to get done, and it gets me motivated to get mine out. I have a gorgeous piece in mind that has a hummingbird in it that I'd love to stitch someday. Thank you, Jennifer. If you could go ahead and either email me or send me a message via Instagram, get in touch with me somehow. I'll go ahead and send you the instructions so you can claim your gift card for Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, courtesy of Sammy J from Sammy J Stitches. So thank you for everybody that participated. And even if you didn't win, because I've noticed that a lot of you guys were already familiar with Sammy. So if you haven't, I mean, if you weren't familiar, I would just go ahead and, you know, encourage you to join her Facebook group. That's how she does her business. She does have some amazing pieces, and she also has monthly wish lists. So if there's something you want that she doesn't necessarily have yet, you're always welcome to request it, and you know, she does what she can to fulfill everybody's requests. So yeah, so again, thank you, Jennifer. Message me any, go ahead and I'll reply to your comment and let you know so that you at least get a notification. But yeah, go ahead and get in touch with me. And yeah, that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So thank you very much for joining me today. As always, I hope you guys have a relaxing weekend, productive week, and you always find the time to do the thing that makes you happy. Until next time, ciao.